launch digital ration card system on November 1st. Public outrage erupts a new system that will limit how much food and fuel each citizen can buy every month. Officials claim it's to protect supplies and prevent inflation. But critics say it's the biggest step towards state-controlled living in modern British history. Every purchase, from bread to petrol, will be logged under your digital ID. Go over your limit, you'll be blocked from buying instantly. Miss a payment, post something online they don't like, your ration card could be frozen. They're calling it smart economy. But people are calling it what it is: digital slavery in disguise. So ask yourself, if the government controls your food and fuel, what's left that's really yours? Because once control starts with your groceries, it never stops there.
Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakak Wadash. This is your argument drill Azil. Back with another quick lesson. And by the opening clip, you can see we're stepping closer and closer to the MOTB, man, by what these implementations of what? Digital ID, and starting first and foremost, man, our teachers, our elders, been stating this, man, that this is not, just Babylon. This is not just going to happen to Babylon the Great, aka America, man. This is a global thing. That's why you see all these different countries pushing this digital era thing. If it is not a digital ID, it's digital currency, that's eventually doing what? It's going to lead to the MOTB. Mexico is enforcing it, they are requiring that their citizens go digital, and just in the opening clip, the UK, they're requiring their citizens to what? Get a digital ID. If not, they will be penalized, man. And what a coincidence! All this is happening. What? November the 1st is a big day on a global scale. November the 1st is the day that over here in Babylon the Great, aka America, they are no longer issuing out these benefits to these like these food stamp benefits, and etc., man, to these recipients, man. And also on November the 1st, UK, they're saying that they're implementing what? Their digital ID, man. So the food stamps is being cut over here in Babylon the Great, and the digital ID is being implemented all on in the UK. The digital ID has been implemented in the UK. The food stamps recipients, welfare recipients, etc., Section 8, WIC, these things are being no longer available / dismantled on November the 1st, man. Here in Babylon the Great, aka America, man. So we know this is a global thing, and this digital ID thing is not only happening in Slovakia. The UK is coming to America. As that movie, coining that movie, man, title Coming to America. But anyway, this article I mentioned in our lesson when we was doing the our highways and byways a couple of days ago. Matter of fact, the other day. And the source again is from KSL News Radio 102.7 FM. This is where the source coming from. And this under Science and Technology. And the article is titled State Approved Digital IDs Could Be Coming to Utah. State approved digital IDs could be coming to Utah. So that's Salt Lake, that's Utah, man. Right here in Babylon the Great, aka America, Utah. This was published October the 24th, 2025 at 2:13 p.m. And it reads, Salt Lake City, Utah is exploring how a state-approved digital ID could work, and state leaders say they're doing it differently than other places. Utah Chief Privacy Officer Chris Bramwell said he sees a wide variety of use cases. He sees a wide variety of use cases for a digital ID. A wide variety of use cases for a digital ID. Pretty much everywhere where you can imagine, where you currently need to approve who you are. So let me read that again. Pretty much anywhere where you can imagine, where you currently need to prove who you are, whether it's to qualify for a service or you want to eliminate fraud so other people can't use your data to pretend to be you. Those are obvious use cases for it, he said. See, that's what they're going to say. Just like with the MOTB, man. They're saying this digital ID is they can use it so it could prevent, people from stealing your data, pretty much prevent people from stealing your ID, claiming to be who you are. But see, they're going to find some flaws in that, and then they're going to ultimately do what? They're going to find some flaws and say, well, we tried this digital ID. We tried it. It didn't work, but we got this. This is going to guarantee that no one's going to be able to, steal your identity, steal your, information, etc. Because what? It's going to be in this, chip, man. And then the chip is going to be where? Implanted into you, man. Let's continue on. But why, Salakia, but why go digital? Brimwell said real harms are happening right now due to a lack of digital identification, especially when it comes to kids online. Especially, I want to highlight what's happening with children online, he said. A lot of the harms online where children are able to engage online and you don't know as a parent, are they actually talking to who they say they are? Brimwell said there were several examples of Utah children being targeted online by adults pretending to be their peers, a situation that he said was an identity fraud issue. So yeah, man, so that's been going on, man, for longest. I mean, you don't know who if you ain't actually, looking at them through what they call Skype or some webcam or something like that. Even that can be misleading with the technology that they have nowadays. But you don't know who you talking to online, man. If somebody even with your, cell phone, you don't know, if somebody sends you a text, if you don't recognize that number and they say, yo, this is, so-and-so, this is Jill, whatever. They say, you don't know if that person is who they say they are, man. You know what I'm saying? That's been going on for a while. But like I said, they're going to find some flaw in this digital ID to get you people to what? Succumb to the MOTB. And they're going to come up with scenarios like this one. We're doing it to protect the children. We're doing it so, no one can, steal your identity. We're doing it for, these purposes. If you receive it, we will give you, your credit score will be perfect. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to come with all different methods and tactics and ways to persuade people. And ultimately, they're going to give an ultimatum. Either you do it or you don't, man. And it's going to be either in some cases, people may be put to death, man, if they don't receive it, man. You know what? The reason why we know that to be true and what we believe to be true, because our Lord and Savior said that these things are going to happen, man. These people are going to be put to death by refusing this devil's mark, man. You know. But I'm not going to read too much of this. But yeah, this digital ID is nothing. That's dealing with just foreign countries, man, as they call it, or countries abroad. This system is a global one, and you can see what's pretty much going on in one country, man. Eventually, it's going to make its way on a global scale, because that's how things are working now, man. Things are working as a unit. All these countries, they're trying to uniform all these countries throughout the globe into one. You know what I'm saying? One country, one world government, one world religion. All one. Everybody is one type of thing. That's what they're pushing, and we can see through the spirit, because before I continue on, there were talks through the Akim that Trump, he's planning on to deploy National Guard throughout all these states / major cities. And we're anticipating that, man, because with these and what they call it, they say you are in the UK, they say you're on a food ration. They're gonna ration your food. They're taking away your pretty much your freedoms, man. Like, that's what this EBT thing is about. Their people are being rationed, where you can't you're not going to be able to provide for yourself due to what? Because they took away your ability to do that by taking away these EBT, the EBT card and things like that. So just like the UK, they're giving their citizens their right a rationing card. It's like an allowance. You can only spend this much, on food, and this much on gas, and if you happen to go over, or you run out of gas for that month, week, or whatever it is, that allowance, they say you tough out of luck, man. That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to that's that social credit score thing, man, where they're trying to give people what is it called, income-based society, where they're giving people certain there's another word I can't think of it right now, but it's pretty much like just like I mentioned, an allowance. They will give you a certain amount of money, and you can't go over that, a budget, But yeah, that's going to really show you people about class wars, classes, because you're not going to be able to get, once you're not going to be able to receive a certain amount of money, so you're going to be limited to this class, and then you got these wealthy people up here, you're not going to be able to get to them. You know what I'm saying? These people are trying to make sure you stay at a level, and you can't go past that, man. By them doing what? Controlling your money, man, and then also controlling you. Meaning, once you accept that MOTB, they can control you, meaning they can track you, they can do all types of stuff to you, like they call body hacks and things of that nature, man. So yeah, these devils, they're planning to, like, make a class where, which there's already these class of people, but, other people can, they can pretty much excel over certain classes. You know what I'm saying? Like these cases where these people they're in, just say these stories of these people are in, low income neighborhoods. Now they're multimillionaires, due to them being some entertainer or whatever it may be, hitting a jackpot or whatever it may be. They want to eliminate all that, man, where you're going to be at this certain social level, especially income wise, and you can't reach them, man, But yeah, just like in UK, they said they're doing what? They're giving you a rationing card. You can't spend but so much. That's the same thing that's doing right here, going on here. People are going to be fighting because for rations because they're going to be they're not going to be able to feed their kids, man. You know, that's the tone that this current administration is setting, man. So they don't really care about these people's wants, needs, ideas, because the elites amongst Esau Edom has an agenda, man. You know, and their agenda is what? To chip everybody, man. That's their agenda. To control, man. That's their main objective. And by doing that, they have to by gaining control of you, they have to get everyone chipped. And I'm gonna go ahead to a precept because I didn't mean to make this long. I'm gonna go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 2, and I'm start at the top. It says what? The prophets call, man. Ezekiel call and commission. Verse 1, it said, and he said unto me, Son of man, stand upon thy feet, and I will speak unto thee. And the Spirit entered into me when he spake unto me, and set me upon my feet, that I heard him that spake unto me. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that have rebelled against me. They and their fathers have transgressed against me, even unto this very day. For they are impudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send thee unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Power. And they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them, man. So yeah, these people going to know, man. Starting first and foremost, our elders, man, they have been a prophet among you, because started with them, they have been telling you that these things are going to occur, man, since day one. Since day one, these brothers been on the scene for decades, man. They've been telling you that these things are going to happen. And you can see prophecy is being revealed, whether these people hear, forbear, see, or don't see, want to accept or not accept. But these men have been saying this, man, because we see what's going on, man. And that's what prophecy means, to prophesize, to what? Tell beforehand, man. These men have been prophesying because they, what the Lord said, he would do nothing but reveal his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man. You know, roughly paraphrasing, man. He would do nothing but reveal his secrets to his servants, the prophets, man. So these secrets that were being revealed to the prophets, man, the men of the Lord, are coming to fruition, man. You know, we can see it clearly, man. You know, and just by, like I mentioned earlier, Trump, you know, there's information out there that Trump is planning to, you know, deploy the military to all 50 states, to say the least. And then what we're anticipating, what? These blackouts, man. You know, the reason why, there's a good reason why he's going to deploy, because what? They're going to see there's going to be an uptick in crime, because people, due to their lack, and like you said, it varies depending on state. You know, it varies from state to state. One state can say, yeah, we're not going to cause, I'm currently in the state of Virginia, and from the information that I received, they said the governor here is not going to, he's not going to delay or deny the welfare recipients or the people that are receiving EBT, their, you know, EBT and et cetera. You know, he's not going to deny it here in the state of Virginia. But you don't know in these other states, man. You know, another state can say no. Another state can say, yeah. Another state can say, well, we're going to go by what, you know, the president say. Because you got some of these states out here, these people, they're loyal to this guy Trump. And whatever he say, they're going to do it. You know what I mean? Like Texas, for instance, you know. So you don't know, man, what the possibility. Then they could be deployed to these states that, you know, say for instance, that are denied EBT, and these military personnel can be deployed to those states due to what? People uptick in crime. You know, you never know what happened. You know what I mean? And there could be, you know, various reasons why they deploy, you know, but then in the covering of night, we know, because we're anticipating too these blackouts, these sporadic blackouts, a nationwide blackout where people going to be, you know, disappear in the covering of night, man. These people going to disappear because they got a list. Well, red list, blue list, purple list, green list. You know what I'm saying? Because you people, they got in categories of who they feel that's going to be a problem to their new world order, to those that they feel they're going to be, you know, these are not as threatening to, you know, our agenda. So they may, you know, go along with it, you know, or things in that. Because there's levels to the plans that they have. To the plans that they have, there's levels to the plans that they have prepared, man. You know, so yeah, man, we're anticipating these things, man, because you know what, the Lord said these things are going to happen. It also happened in Egypt, man, which was Mizraim. You know, it happened there. It happened there, man. You know, so I'm gonna read this again, man. Ezekiel 2:5. It says, and they. Let's read. So let's start at the top again. Let's read from the New Living Translation. It says, stand up, Son of Man, and say, stand up, Son of Man, Salakia, said the voice, I want to speak with you. The Spirit came unto me as he spoke, and he set me on my feet. I listened carefully to his words. Son of man, he said, I am sending you to the nation of Israel, a rebellious nation that has rebelled against me. They and their ancestors have been rebelling against me to this very day. They are a stubborn and hard-hearted people, but I am sending you to say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. And whether they listen or refuse to listen, for remember, they are rebels, at least they will know they have had a prophet among them. Continuing on to 6, it says, Son of man, do not fear them or their words. Do not be afraid, even though their threats surround you like needles and briars and stinging scorpions. Do not be dismayed by their dark squalls, even though they are rebels, man. So we don't care about, you know, because we know we're going to get the backlash from these people, man, because their incredulity, man, because their incredulity, man, you know, incredulity means non-belief, man. But when these things happen, they're going to know we're going to get backlash, scoffing, people that's going to mock, scoff, accuse us like we're the ones we're the ones that's whispering in Trump's ear and say, hey, man, pass this executive order to cut everything. That's how they're going to come, you know, because that's how these simple Negroes is anyway. They looking for somebody to point the finger at rather than taking accountability of them and their actions, man, you know, or their responsibilities. You know, they're looking for someone else to point and cause confusion and mischievous deeds to, man, you know. That's what they are, man. You know, you know, but nonetheless, man, they're gonna know that a prophet has been among them, man, starting first and foremost with our elders and our teachers, man. You know, and the brothers that is pushing this word, you know, like-minded doctrine that's pushing this truth, man. You know, they're gonna know that a prophet has been among them, man, because we have been prophesying these things to come, man, and we're patiently waiting. We can see, like in the book of Daniel, chapter 5, man, the writings on the wall, man. We can see it clearly, man. These military personnel, is being, you know, strategically throughout where all these nations, man, they're being strategically placed in certain points throughout the globe, anticipating what? A war, man, on a global scale. Not just with, you know, it's going to be on a global scale. But I'm in it there, man. But what we're really anticipating is what? The MOTB, because we know once that's implemented, man, you know, look up, because our salvation draweth nigh, man. You know, but I'm gonna end the lesson off there, man. Hope the body was edified. Till next time, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakwadash. Again, this your Akim Azil. Lord willing, I'll be back with another lesson. Till next time, Shalom. Rock a thumb with a ball. Shalom.